Hi everyone, my name's Alison. Welcome to my channel, Ancient Oak Psychic Arts. Today I'm going to do a general reading for the sign of Aquarius. I'm going to go ahead and pull your overall energy, look at any guidance and advice from Spirit, and also look at any opportunities or challenges that you have coming in and how you can use that to your advantage. So if this is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. And remember, this is a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. And just a reminder, you can go to my website, ancientoakpsychicarts.com, and there you can sign up for the newsletter. It's at the bottom of every single page. You can also book a personal reading with me. You can do the missing person consultation. And don't forget, I've got 2 online classes coming out. The online tarot masterclass, which should be up by summer 2025. And I have a 16-week manifestation masterclass that's coming out May 1st or June 1st, and that is where I'm going to be holding you accountable. We meet every single week as a group, and I hold you accountable as we're going through this manifestation process. If you don't know, I am a master manifester. I actually am an entrepreneur in addition to being a psychic. I have my own business outside of the psychic work, and it is a 6 to 7 figure business depending on the year. I'm a master manifester. Let me help you. If that's something you want to achieve, whether it's a special person you want to manifest in, whether it's a business, more money, abundance, prosperity, good health, whatever it is, it's about learning how to go through that process of manifesting. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely sign up for the newsletter because you will be the first to know when that class is going to launch. I'm really excited. Again, it's 16 weeks, 4 months, so you want to have that commitment. All right, and then I also do one-on-one lessons. So for manifestation, raising your vibration, or for tarot, because some people don't want the class, they want just one-on-one individualized attention. If that's something you're interested in, please go ahead and sign up. Reach out to me. You'll see it under the Learning Center. That's a new section. And for another new section, I have Alison's Picks. I have only 2 products up there right now. One is Skin Like Butter. It's amazing. She sells body butters, soaps, and perfumes, and it's for men and women. You just choose your scent. There's some that are specific for men. A lot of them are mostly neutral. You'll see what I've already got from her. I'm getting ready to order some soaps because I haven't tried her soaps yet, and her body butter's amazing. I am a rose freak, and so I'm getting ready to order her red rose. I have the white right now. I just love it. So there's that. And then I have Rogers Hood Apothecary. If you're into doing a parasite cleanse or a mold cleanse, that's something you might want to check out. Anything you purchase through there, it goes and it supports the channel. The Skin Like Butter is 40% off your first order. 40%. It's amazing. Very generous offer. And both products are phenomenal. So if that's something you're interested in, please go ahead and check that out. All right. Let's go ahead and get into it. Again, this is for Aquarius. I have cleansed, shuffled, and meditated, and I've asked for the strongest energy to come through in the cards. So what does the universe want to tell Aquarius today? Well, we have the Knight of Swords. We have the King of Pentacles. And you know, if you've been watching me, this is a loaded card. This is the King of Pentacles, the Hermit, because that's the Hermit character in this deck, and all 4 aces. So your present energy is the lottery. Then we have the Queen of Wands. We have the 10 of Pentacles. We have the King of Cups. We have the Empress. Beautiful cards. For your opportunity, the 6 of Cups. For your challenge, the Moon. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. Let me put that over there. All right. So I'm looking around the room and I see 2 major arcanas. We've got the Moon in your challenge, and we have the Empress in your guidance and advice from Spirit. And we have the card everybody wants, the 10 of Pentacles. Everyone wants 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. Let's look at your energy first. Recent past, we've got the Knight of Swords, and he is really looking for you to confront yourself. He's not going to let you go further down your path until you have an honest conversation. You have an honest look at yourself. He wants you to go ahead and recognize some things. He's got his war horse dancing in the background. This could be, maybe you're looking for a fight or a confrontation over something. Maybe there's something going on with you that you're not being truly honest with yourself about. It's about you really looking at some truth and some issues surrounding you, whether it's you looking inside in yourself or your relationship to other people, places, things, ideas. It's kind of like just taking a breath and catching your breath, taking a breath and catching your breath, and really looking at something with some clarity. I feel that it's about you gaining this type of knowledge so that you can start communicating a few things. And then we have the present energy, which is going to be the King of Pentacles. This king, again, this is like winning the lottery when I pull this card. The King of Pentacles, the Hermit, 4 aces. So we're looking at you living your idealized life. You are striving for that right here, right now. This is friends, family, pets. This is housing, location, travel, finances, your health. You're kind of like looking at everything, but you're striving. You haven't fully achieved it yet. You're striving for this idealized life. The Hermit is telling me that you've got a little bit of that wise old soul energy, that you're really going deep within to get the enlightenment on what it is. This is representing the enlightenment to me on what it is that's going on around you right now, and really in yourself. The answers are within you, and then you're able to then bring the answers outside for you to start living your idealized life, whatever that version is for you. This is also all 4 aces put together. Now, every tarot reader has their own unique relationship with every individualized deck. For me, that's what this card represents. So we're looking at the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Swords is telling me that, first of all aces are new beginnings and they're gifts and blessings from the universe. So that Ace of Swords is talking about a breakthrough and clarity and truth on something. So truth is really a theme here already. You're looking for this breakthrough and clarity. It's like a new beginning, a new way of communicating the truth. That's your version of the truth. Then we have the Ace of Cups. This is about you getting in touch with your intuition, with your heart, with you really being expansive on what it is that you're doing. And if you're looking for love, maybe that's part of your next idealized type of life, what you're striving for. Maybe it is a relationship and it's a new beginning in a relationship, a new beginning in a friendship. Maybe it's platonic, what you're looking for. Maybe it's getting a pet. Maybe it's a new connection to source. You know, maybe you want to become more spiritual. It's a new beginning in that regard. Then we have the Ace of Wands, and that is literally out with the old, in with the new. It's a passionate new beginning, a lot of enthusiasm coming in. So it could be that, you know, you did some work here, you confronted a few things, and you literally decided what you wanted to release and what you want to bring in. And that's allowing you to move forward because you're taking some action. Then the final ace is the Ace of Pentacles. And this is the King of Pentacles, so it's his suit. So with this Ace of Pentacles, you're looking at a golden opportunity being presented to you in the 3D world. So that is going to be friends, family, pets. That is housing, it's location, it's travel, which means moving. It is also your health, it's your finances. It's a lot of things, but especially a lot of it, I feel like a lot of it is career. Something's coming in for career for you. But it's looking at everything in the 3D and trying to achieve your best life. So that's another opportunity. 4 aces right off the bat. Then in your near future energy, we have this Queen of Wands. I'm trying to get it without a glare. And she's all about self-actualizing. This is where your magic can't be touched. She's literally tapping into her spirit, her inner core, and she's going to self-actualize herself. She's going to use her charm, her charisma. She's using like this courageous enthusiasm, right? She doesn't feel like she has any limits. She's very bold. She has no fear, and she's really able to go for what she wants in a positive way. And that's what's coming in. Now let's go ahead and get some clarifiers. Actually, let me shuffle. I'm the shuffle queen. I've shuffled so much before we even started, but let me do it one more time. Okay. Here we go. Ah, I love it. The Magician, the Chariot. Look at these cards for you. The King of Cups, who's here twice now, right below it also. 5 of Pentacles. We have the 6 of Wands and the Queen of Swords, Aquarius. This is your time to shine. So with this Knight of Swords, he is being clarified by the Magician and the Chariot. This is telling me that everything you have is inside you to self-actualize. You know, he's in charge of all the tools that he needs to go ahead and make the ideal life that he wants. But you're gaining that knowledge first. You're looking at what it is that you want, and then you're able to really self-actualize. You can also reinvent yourself if you so choose. But he's in charge of the wands, the pentacles, the cups, and the swords. And he's really able to create a lot. As above, so below. And here he goes. That's part of your energy. We also have the Chariot. This is about you really tapping into your intuition and knowing what direction you, or I should say not direction, but knowing how you want to go about it and looking at the speed that you want to go about it, what's all encompassing. Because as far as the direction goes, he's only going forward. That's it. He's not going back. He's not looking in the rearview mirror. He's only going forward, but he knows when to turn left, right, slow down, speed up. He's tapped into his intuition, and that's his guidance. So not only are you in charge of all the tools with that Magician, but you also have your intuition guiding you, and you're trusting your intuition. And that brings you victory and success. That is exactly it. And you have the 2 victory and success cards here, and I'll get to that in a minute. So then we look at your present energy with this King of Pentacles, the Hermit, and all 4 aces, being clarified by the King of Cups and the 5 of Pentacles. So this is really about you, again, tapping into your intuition. This King of Cups is about love, your emotions, your intuition. This is about your connection to source. So for me, this is telling me that, you know, you have this maturity about you with this emotional IQ, which is allowing you to see the big picture. You're also able to take other people's feelings into consideration when you make a decision. Not in a bad way, they don't hamper you, but you're very well aware of whatever you choose to do affects certain people and how it affects them. So you're really able to take that in. He is the most intuitive of all the kings. So he's tapped into his intuition. Your intuition is very strong in this reading because we also have the Chariot. So this is telling me that you're able to use your intuition and your heart to make decisions that are right for you. But we also have the 5 of Pentacles. This is the card of lack. This is feeling like you've been left out in the snow on something. So for me, this is in the 3D because it's Pentacles, even though this is the King of Pentacles. So I think that this could be some self-doubt that comes in. Maybe you're gaslighting yourself. You second guess yourself. Maybe, I'm just going to say this, I'm not saying this is everybody. Maybe there's even some jealousy coming in and you see somebody else that has something and you feel like you don't have it. And that's causing a negative to come up in your energy. So when you have this card of lack, you want to focus on what you do have, double down on the good stuff, on what you have, and self-actualize that. That way it's bringing you up emotionally, intellectually, and just in general, it's taking your energy in a different direction instead of focusing on what you lack and what you're missing, and maybe even what other people have and you don't have. It's to get away from that victim. It's like a victim mentality. It's to move away from that. That's your present energy. Then we get into your near future, and it's about self-actualizing with this Queen of Wands, and she's being clarified by another Queen, but we've got the 6 of Wands first and then the Queen of Swords. Again, I mean, victory and success coming in for you. You now have 2 cards, victory and success. Here we have with the Chariot and now the 6 of Wands. This is victory and success after a struggle, because the 5 of Wands is you struggling. But now you have achieved this, and this is like pride in a job well done. Everyone's patting you on the back. They see what the struggle has been and how you have come out on top. We also have the Ace of Swords. She's really talking about you getting your clarity. Her head is now above the clouds. Here there was a lot of confusion, maybe some obscurity, and now she sees very clearly. She's having a breakthrough in clarity, and that's allowing her to use her sword of truth and of justice and really to be able to transform her life. She's looking towards her future. So this is something that's really important for you. I think that what has come in is a lot of truth has come in right now. And I think that, you know, good and bad, because I do feel like there's a little jealousy that's surfacing, but this is allowing you to see it for what it is. So you're able to see that aspect of yourself. You're able to see the good and the bad, the ugly and the beautiful in yourself and in others. And that's allowing you to move forward from a position of truth, whether you are comfortable with it or not. But this is allowing you to at least gain the truth and insight into something. I think really yourself in the situations that you're in. Wow, Aquarius, I love that for you. That's your current energy. Now we're going to go ahead and look at the guidance and advice from Spirit. We have the Ten of Pentacles, the King of Cups, who's here twice, and the Empress. And the King of Cups is literally above it. I'm just going to show you. Same card, different deck. And I'll get to that in just a second, because the first card is going to be the Ten of Pentacles. This is you having your idealized life. This is friends, family, pets under the table. For me, this is enlightenment, because you need to know the value of what you have to be able to hold on to it. Some people do not know it. They might have everything and they can't see it, and then they lose it. They might have great friends, a great family. They don't appreciate them. Maybe they're narcissists, and then they lose everything that they had. It's that kind of energy. But this is about you striving for your idealized life. Then we have the King of Cups. This is about going below the surface. Still waters run deep. This is, again, the most intuitive of all the kings. Same card, different deck. His emotions run deep. And that allows him to really make these deep, sound decisions, right? It's one of those things where they could be really quiet, but they're a really deep thinker and a deep feeler. They just choose not to necessarily share it all the time. They don't have to wear their heart on their sleeve anymore. That's maybe more of a younger energy. This is someone that is really all heart, and they're tapped into their intuition. They have a great connection to source. They have that mind, body, soul connection, and they're really in alignment. That's part of the guidance and advice from Spirit. Then we have the Empress, and this is your idealized life. This is being very loving, nurturing, being grounded, stable, secure, having abundance and prosperity just coming at you and just oozing out your pores. It's that beautiful energy of having that big, open, beautiful heart, very loving, very nurturing. I feel like you're nurturing yourself, you're nurturing the kind of life that you want, and that's really a beautiful, beautiful energy that's coming in for you, and it's allowing you to really look at what it is that you want and how you're going to attract it and how you're going to live your best life. Let's get some cards. Clarifiers. Oh my God, what did I tell you? The Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. These are the two cards everybody wants, and you just got this card clarifying this card. That's amazing. Buy a lottery ticket with the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so there's a little bit of a blockage. The High Priestess, the Queen of Cups with the King of Cups, the Page of Swords, and an Ace, the Ace of Pentacles. So you have those four, and now we have one as a clarifier. All right, so let's start over here with this Ten of Pentacles. It's being clarified by the Ten of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. I almost said cups. So this Ten of Cups, this is happy, joyful family. These people have chosen happiness. Some people choose to be misery. They have chosen happiness, and they're living their idealized emotional life with love, and it's just pure joy. That's what's coming in for you. When you know the worth and value of the family, to have that kind of enlightenment, your friends, family, pets, all of that in the 3D, that brings you intense emotional satisfaction. But you do have a blockage. There's something blocking your heart. And I feel like this is tied into a type of jealousy. We've got the Four of Pentacles and then the Five. This is telling me that there's like a blockage around the heart. This is telling me that maybe you're holding on and you're too controlling, and you're trying to control a situation so bad that is impossible to control. And by doing that, you've actually lost control. And this is also blocking your heart chakra. That it's affecting your foundation, and it's making it so that things are not necessarily coming your way. When you want to draw abundance, you're trying to be in the flow. You are the opposite of being in the flow here. You're very controlling, and that is going to rock your foundation. So it's about, Spirit is pointing out, if you want your idealized life, right? Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, you really need to look at what you're trying to control. This is also a card that talks about being very miserly. So it's that kind of control too. You're controlling in the 3D. Maybe you're trying to control other people, other family members, friends. You're trying to control housing, your work too much, whatever it is. It's a blockage though. I mean, you want to be in control to a certain degree, but this is over the top kind of control, which is causing you to have a blockage coming in. Then the other card here is the King of Cups, and that's being clarified by the High Priestess and the Queen of Cups. So now we have the King and Queen, but remember, we have the King here twice. So the Kings have an outward focus, whereas the Queens have an inward focus. So right now with this King, we have this Queen's inward focus and the High Priestess. So this is about you giving yourself self-love and self-care and really being tapped in. And that's what I'm talking about. This is about you being in the flow. That mind-body flow to spirit, to source, we use whatever word you want, but you are in the flow. That's allowing you to attract this abundance, this love, this prosperity your way. That's your ticket out of the blockage. That's your ticket out of jealousy. Focus on what you have. I just feel jealousy keeps coming up for a couple of you, so I'm sorry if I'm repeating it, but that needs to be said. Somebody out there needs to hear that. Then we also have the High Priestess card. This is you walking between two worlds and being open. You have this beautiful position of neutrality, and that's allowing you to be open to receive. And that is part of you being in the flow, but this is about you being open to receive from the universe, from your intuition, and just, you know, really... I really feel that a lot of it is in your subconscious. So if you say something, but you feel something else, it's about getting that in alignment. You know, make your thoughts match your heart and your words. If there's a disjointedness, it's a really excellent opportunity to look at that and look at why. You need to be able to speak your truth and mean it and have it come from your heart. Then we have the Empress card. This is about you really living your best life, getting to your best life, and it's being clarified by the Page of Swords and an Ace, a gift and blessing from the universe, a new golden opportunity, a new beginning. So I have to say, let's start with the Page of Swords, though. He's really on a mission to find out some truth. So I feel that, again, there's a theme here of truth coming up. You're asking a lot of questions. You're trying to figure out a lot of things for yourself. And that's okay. This is that beautiful new energy of being very inquisitive and trying to figure some things out. So I think something's happened with you, and you're doing like this internal check-in, and you're asking some questions like we all do, right? You're going through that right now, and that's something that's going to be really beneficial for you. Then we have this Ace of Pentacles. And this is saying basically a new opportunity could be coming your way, but you need eyes to see it. All the seeds you're planting, something's going to come into fruition, and you'll be going down your path and enter your portal. And that'll be the next chapter of your life with this new opportunity, this new beginning in the 3D. So that could be friends, family, career. That could be travel, retirement, finances, your health. It could be everything in the 3D. A new opportunity is going to present itself. But you need to be in the right frame of mind to see it, because we always are presented with good options and bad options, and you need to use your discernment to see what's right for you. All right, that's the guidance and advice from Spirit. Now we're going to go ahead and look at your opportunity and your challenge. I'll turn my fan on. So your opportunity is going to be the Six of Cups. So you have an opportunity to really knock off any bitterness or cynicism that might have touched your heart, because this is about going back to a time before that happened. Now, as adults, we have certain things that come up, and some people let it get to them, and then they have that bitterness and cynicism crushed over. But you can knock that off. You can get rid of it. You can work that heart muscle, pump that heart muscle, and open your heart up again, and that stuff can just dissolve and float away. You transmute it. But this is about going back to that time. Remember, she still has magic. What she loves to do is read books, and she uses her imagination. She's got frogs chasing a golden ball, you know, an elf on a toadstool, a fairy. They're rowing a boat. This owl's reading a book. Everything is interconnected. It's that love of life and of this world, and everything is magical. So you have an opportunity to go back to that. Then we have your challenge, which is the moon. So your challenge is to overcome any type of fears that you might have. And maybe there was some fear that led to some type of a jealousy, fear of losing control, fear of, I don't know, fear of success, fear of failure, whatever your fear might have been. But I just feel that your, what is that? Sorry, your challenge is, I almost said your conflict. Your challenge is the Moon card. So it's about looking at that and pushing through that fear. Don't ever let fear control you, right? But it's about you looking at it and moving right through it, because you have the ability to do that with this Queen of Wands energy, about you self-actualizing. So take a look at what this might be. Now, is your challenge impossible? Absolutely not. It just means you have to work a little harder at it to attain it. Whereas the opportunity is easy. It's right there for you to pluck. It's so easy. This challenge just means you have to work a little harder at it. So look a little harder at your fear. What does your fear mean? Is it controlling you? Does it control other aspects of your life? How you have interpersonal relationships with people? Just take a look at that. All right, then we've got the King of Wands. I'm getting the clarifiers. The Nine of Cups. We have the Eight of Wands. And the Wheel of Fortune. Now the wheel turns in your favor in your challenge position. So it's a little different. I'm glad it showed up for you. I love that card. All right, so opportunity, the Six of Cups. Tap into that big, beautiful heart. Open that heart up. It's being clarified by the King of Wands and the Nine of Cups. Again, this is about you self-actualizing. This king wants to win. He's bold. He's courageous. He's forward-thinking, and he's willing to take action. Even if he loses a battle, he will win the war, and that's what's coming in for you. It's about you self-actualizing and looking at the big picture to see what direction you want to go in and what moves you want to take. It's about you looking towards what's going to make you really happy. This is about finding that self-satisfaction, satisfaction in the world, whatever it is that you're doing. Because remember, we've got the 10 here. So this is your journey to the 10. It's about looking at that. The key is your heart, opening your heart, really feeling love. Not saying one thing and then doing another. This is about, what you say is what you feel. Right? It's having that alignment and being in the flow, not being disjointed. So maybe you're put in a position where you can't speak your truth. And this is about you aligning that up, knocking any bitterness or cynicism off. That might have come through a bad relationship, maybe a career choice that you weren't happy with. It could be a divorce. It could be the death of a loved one that just broke your heart. It's that kind of energy. Just knock that bitterness and cynicism off and follow your heart. Go for your best life. You can definitely do it. It's in the energy. That's your opportunity. Your challenge is to overcome that kind of fear. And we've got the Eight of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. Now the Wheel of Fortune's in your challenge, okay? So the Eight of Wands, this is gifts, blessings, and omens coming in. However, because you're in fear mode, you are going to have a very hard time seeing them when they present themselves to you, just like that golden opportunity. Because when you're in fear mode, your aperture is small. Fear is almost like a victimization also, which is part of your present energy right here. That's why I'm saying the jealousy, like feeling left out in the cold, like someone has something that you don't, because that's the card of lack. And that's really causing some disruption in you. But when we have that fear mode, you're not in a loving vibration. When you're in fear mode, your aperture is small. Food, shelter, water. When you're in love, everything is wide open. The birds are singing, the butterflies are coming by, everybody's in love, you're in love, the world's in love. I mean, the trees are singing. It's like everything is love. Well, you have a lot of fears that are there, that are under the surface. And you're not going to see the gifts and blessings coming in, but they are coming in for you. And then we've got the Wheel of Fortune. That's telling me that this is kind of your fate right now. And I'm not trying to be negative, but that's your fate. And it's not about you grabbing the wheel, that the wheel's turning in your favor right now. It's a challenge for you to even see the wheel turning in your favor is what's happening. And it's a challenge for you to see the gifts, blessings, and omens coming in, because there's some other internal work that needs to take place first before you can see that. And that might take a process, right? It might take a couple of months. It might take a couple of years, whatever that might be for you. Everyone's different. You're not able to see the wheels turning in your favor. So that's what I have for you for today, Aquarius. That is your opportunity. That's your challenge. It's there for everybody, but not everybody grabs it yet. It is available. If you could, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And leave a comment if this resonates with you. And absolutely leave a comment and let me know where in the world you're watching from. I'm getting ready to travel. I'm going to do events. And I'm going to go meet clients in person. So first up, New Zealand, Australia, and of course Tasmania. I will be going there the end of May. I'm just so looking forward to that. Oh my God, the nicest people in the world there. And you can go to my website, ancientoakpsychicarts.com, and there you can sign up for the newsletter. And it's at the bottom of every single page, and that will let you know what's coming up for all the different events and my itinerary. And I go live twice a week, every Tuesday and Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I answer your questions. It's a lot of fun. And then my Thursdays are eventually going to go to 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that way I've got an evening and then a day. That way, wherever you are in the world, you can catch it. All right, everybody, sending you lots of love. Bye for now.